Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diablo 4 video. Today we're going to talk about settings. So let's go to it. Go to escape, options, gameplay. Here we go. So basically, screen shake effect, combat hit flash, reducing strobing is just things that can like make your game less screen less flashy, less shaky and stuff like that. So if you disable if you remove all these and even say reduce strobing, you're not gonna have like much going on the screen. It's gonna reduce like stuff and stuff. But it's more like if you have sensitive eyes. Highlight play when obscured. That means if you're behind a wall, it will show you like the iris of your character. Show damage numbers to see how much you do the damage. Show all tutorials. Basically, well, all tutorials will be shown. I like that one on, just for fun. Advanced tooltip compare and advanced tooltip information. Basically, if I disable all this, when we go into items, you can see it just shows you the stats of the item. Nothing more. It's just the stats and how much it gives. And when we compare it, the only thing it compares is basically just the damage per seconds. If we go in and enable the one called advanced tooltip information, you can see under every second stat, you can see now it has some percentages on. So you can see this one here says 30%, 13.5% overpowered damage, but then it also says 13.5 to 24%. So it like shows you some like advanced stats which it actually can go up to. So it's, yeah, that's more behind the stats that it actually shows. Like the same what it says 10% damage to distant enemies. It's not actually 10%, it's 9.5 to 13%. But it's like you can have like the simple view on, or if you want like the specific view on. Also, you can also enable that you can see the advanced tooltip compare, which basically also shows the differences of like this item here. How much are you going to get more of overpower damage, and how much, like it shows you which stats you're going to get more of and which stats you're going to lose. If you like to keep the game simple, it might be too much to have this on, since you know you're going to see all these stats you have to like think about. But I guess like if you really want to min-max, you pretty much needs to have design, since it's gonna help you. You could also not have it, but you know what I mean. Like it's still gonna help you in the end, showing you what you're actually gonna get from getting this item on and what you're gonna lose when having this item on. Another option here, you can have like the HUD configuration. You can have center or left. If you change it to left, basically your entire UI is gonna come over here on the left side where my webcam was. So you can see now my UI is over here. I don't like that, but some people I see play with it. So yeah, basically we gotta get rid of that again. There you go. Back to me. So we also, yeah, so we're gonna go send on. Item label a duration on drop. So briefly display item label when the item drops on the ground. You can choose like how long you want it to be shown, but it also requires, of course, that you have to either like, you know, push to show for 10 seconds, and then of course you can change it. Like the thing is here, default when it drops, how long do you want it to be, like be shown the name? Then item level display. Here you have like the button, which is default Alt ALT, you know, Alt button next to your space button. Do we want to click it so you can like show and hide, so you can like, you know, well, basically just show items, so you hold it down and show everything. Or you can say push the toggle on off, so every time you click on it, it will show all the time all the items all the time. Or when you click it again, it will disable them. So basically, or you can say just push it and it will show items for 10 seconds again, like, you know, kind of refreshing this up here. Skill toggle behavior. So basically, what kind of like way do you want to use your spells? For example, right now, skill toggle behavior, hold all, which means you can hold them all. So repeating or challenging skills require holding the skill input. Or you can say toggle channel skills. So basically that would mean toggle channel skills like incinerate and whirlwind can be toggled on and off. Repeated skills require holding the skill inputs. Basically, when you're using whirlwind, if you don't want to keep holding down right click, you can click this one here instead, and then you have to actually just click on your whirlwind, and it's going to use the whirlwind for you until it's not usable anymore. I don't like that. I need to hold down, you know, whirlwind. But yeah, you could choose like if you want to toggle challenge skills, or basically toggle all. So basically, if you say toggle all, it's repeating or challenging skills can be toggled on and off. So then it would just like keep using it all the time. But again, do you want to manually hold down spells to use them? Do you want to like have just toggle channel skills, or do you want to like toggle everything so it just keeps using that spell all the time? But yeah, I like to have it hold all. Then you have action wheel activation. So for example, you can either say hold or toggle, which means when you press E, if you have it on toggle, it will stay up. If you have it on hold, you need to hold it down. But I like to just be able to, like, you know, open it up and let it be there if I want it. So also that's the option there. You can also say display minion health bars. This one is disabled, like, well, I mean, this one is on automatically, but it's showing the health over monsters. But I like, actually, it's normally only on this one here, which is hover only. So basically, if you're in combat with them, you're fighting them, or you're having your mouse over them, you see their names, but the health bar. But I like to have it always on, since, you know, if there's an enemy like running away from me and I haven't hovered over it for a long time, then I can just like always see the HP bar, which I really like. So I highly recommend enabling advanced tooltip and tooltip information if you want, you know, a bit more advanced information about your weapons. I highly recommend like changing this item label here as a push toggle on off, so you can see your items all the time, so you don't miss an item. And also I highly recommend changing this monster health bar option to always on, so you always can see like the health bar of monsters. Another cool thing I want to show you, you probably didn't know. So if you used to play League of Legends, in League of Legends you can have this, in old times, I know they're kind of removing it now, but in old days you could have this outline, this black outline around your character, which makes your character look a bit more cartoonish. You might see in here that they have this display player highlights, where you can change the colors on it. If you enable it and use the default colors, I think the default colors might be blue or something like that, you can see then your character looks like this, which is pretty trash. I mean, this doesn't look good. I know some people probably like it, but I'm like, what the hell is this? What you can do is you can actually change it to black. And if you change it to black, it's gonna look like League of Legends, where they had outline characters. I know, again, I know League of Legends is kind of removing all these outline because of some engine problems, but now look at my character. He basically looked like something coming from Wildstar, or other anime games. The way he just have this like black outline around him reminds me so much of how character used to look like in League of Legends. So I honestly think it's cool. It adds like some characteristic to your character. So I highly recommend, like, try it out. Enable this one here, display player highlights, and, you know, basically, yeah, change it to black, and now your character looks a bit more charismatic, I would say. Play around with it. Just play around with it. So basically, that's all the settings there is in gameplay tab. If you didn't understand them, you understand what you would understand them now. And again, and also some tips and tricks in there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in another Diablo video. And by the way, if you want to watch me live stream on Twitch, you can find me at twitch.tv/Dvalin. I live stream Diablo very often over there, so, you know, come and say hi.